Good morning everyone. My name is Tanushri Dalai from Civil Engineering branch, and today I am going to teach you about your fifth same subject, which name is Structural Design 2. So before I will go into your subject in details, I think you should need to know some basic about this subject. So let's start with your introduction part. So as you know that before in your previous semester you have already learnt about the design of the concrete structure in structural design 1. Okay, so in that part you need to a code book for the solution and solve the problem. As like that, in this chapter also, in this subject also, you have to need some codes, and also you need to have a your steel table by which you can know the dimensions of any kind of steel member, that may be compressive or tension. Okay, so first of all we need to know the introduction part. Okay, so first of all topics to be present. So what we will discuss in today's class: first of all, introduction to steel structure. Second is differentiation between steel structure and concrete structure, and then specification and course of practice. Okay, so in the introduction to steel structure we need to know four things. First of all is what is steel, second one is how it is manufactured, and third one is what is structure, and then last is what are steel structure. So first of all, see here, your steel is nothing but it is a modified form of an iron. Okay, because when we add 0.02% to 1.7% of carbon and some other material such as silicon, nickel, manganese, copper, etc. to iron during its manufacturing time, we found out alloy, okay, which is also known as your steel, which we can use for any kind of manufacturing, any kind of infrastructure, any kind of structure, that may be a building, tower, bridge, etc. Okay, so these are the, you can see the figure here, these are the types of shapes which is manufactured in the plant. So you always take this type of structure and just connect it by bolting or welded connection and made any kind of infrastructure. Okay, so next is this first one is our H-beam. Okay, we will discuss about this all the shapes later. Okay, so next is your what do you mean by design. So basically when we will read about design part, so we have some knowledge about the design. So in civil engineering, designing means finding out the dimensions of a structural member and amount of other materials used in structure which will be sufficient to withstand different types of loads and forces applied on that member at the same time. It will be economic and providing strength and serviceability. So in steel design, all the calculation is done by limit state method. Why? Because the steel is ductile in nature. You know that there are three kinds of method used for the design. So first is working stress method, which is also known as WSM method, and second one is ultimate stress method, and third one is limit state method. Okay, in case of limit state method, we found out that the structure, we can analyze the structure in two categories. One is strength, another is serviceability. So which is beneficial for any kind of design. So in the WSM method and ultimate stress method, these two methods are outdated for today's lifestyle, so that we always use the limit state method for the suitability of the design purpose. Okay. So then second thing is how it is manufactured. That means how the steel is manufactured. So you only to remember this. The first of all, the iron is extracted from iron ores like hematite, limestone, magnetite in furnace, okay, blast furnace. So oxygen is passed through molten iron to remove carbon and impurities to make steel. Then manganese is added to the strengthen to make steel. Then next is adding chrome, nickel, phosphorus can impart special properties in steel. Then making various steel sections, which is most important in this subject, steel sections. Okay, the various kind of steel sections are there, and the properties of the steel section you can find out from the steel table. Okay, so from hot rolled condition like bars, plate member, angle section, etc. Then adding carbon increases the tensile strength and hardness but lower ductility and toughness, which is more required for any kind of design proposal. So in building, generally we use structural steel which is low carbon up to 0.1% to have ductility and yield. So this is the whole procedure of the manufacturing of the steel. So you can see here iron ore, limestone, coal and scrap metal is there. So these are the raw materials. Okay. So then you put this in the blast furnace by which the impurities can be removed, and then after that steel making procedure is there. By these two methods the steel making procedure is done. After that it goes through the continuous casting. Okay. So in this, after this procedure you have find out this kind of material, okay, which is known as semi-furnished products. Okay. Then when these materials put in the furnace reheat, okay, after that it can be it is in the state of plastic state. Okay, so that we can roll, it is known as rolling part. Okay, after that when the hot rolling mills, the steels are going into the steel construction product. Okay, here you can modify the steel up to any kind of shape, that may be a plate shape. Okay, then you can make it in the eye sections, roller sections, okay, circular tube sections. These are the sections. Okay, so by these sections you can make any kind of infrastructure, buildings, towers, bridges, etc. Then this is the basic, what is structure or what do you mean by structure. We know that a structure is a series of connected elements. Elements means your structural members, okay, that form together a system. A system means a whole structure that can resist a series of external load effects applied to it, which includes its own self-weight and provide adequate rigidity. In civil engineering, a structure is usually made up of beams, columns, slabs, strut, etc. So these are the basics. You already know about these things. So I think you can understood very well. So the beams are like your horizontal member, columns are vertical members, and slabs are the plate members. So today is this much. We will discuss later. Thank you.